Okay, today we're unboxing the Arcade Game Shop's lit up Marquee for my Partycade. So I opened this up before. So let's see what it comes with. So it comes with an LED strip. This is a 12 volt LED, which is dimmable. It comes with a barrel port split, so you can hook it up to the power. It also comes with this cable, which we will not be using today. But this is for if you have a stock Partycade, you can hook it up to the power supply and hook it up to the on-off switch on the Partycade. But we do not need that. We don't need the jumper. And this is the Marquee. So it came today. This is really, really nice. They did a nice job with it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take down the kit. So I'm going to pick up the gun here. Move that. So you can see the back here. So I'm going to move it around so you can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so first thing we'll do is we're going to take the back apart. I'll probably send this video off after. Okay, so got all the screws out. I'm going to take this off. And that opens up my Partycade. So first thing we're going to have to do is take off these 4 screws here, loosen the 3 screws there, and then this top piece should just come right off, hopefully. So I'm going to pause it and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so as soon as I got to the last screw here, the back piece came loose, so I'm assuming this is just going to fall out. Let's get this one out. It's got 3 on each side. And, yep, as I thought, that was just going to fall out. Okay, put that on the side for now. And that's our Marquee. This is our backboard piece we need. Whoop. And that was easy enough. So I only took out the 2 screws on this side. And you can see it gave me enough room to pull all this out. So this is the top piece, which we will keep. All right. And then this is the Marquee, which came right out. So that really wasn't bad. It came out really fast. Again, I'm going to need to take this board off and put it on the other board. Otherwise, that was pretty simple. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to take this piece off and put it onto the other Marquee, and then we're going to fit it in place to see what it looks like. Okay, so we got our Marquee, and we got our board. So instructions say to take this off. 3, and then we put this piece right back on here. So he already made the screw holes for it, so it should just go in. You know, we don't over tighten it. There. So nice. And I'm only going to hand tighten it. I'm not cranking down on anything here. Spin. And that's what I hate about some type of screws, but okay, it's in there, it's in tight. So we will try and place it just to see what it looks like for placement first. place this in here. Just to see how she fits. So, again, it's supposed to be on top of the glass. Well, that's going to look really nice. Again, they hold it in with just the 2 screws. I'm starting to think now I might just put the 2 screws in and not drill everything out. To be honest with you, looks nice. Alright. So I did purchase this. This is going to be the remote kit. So this uses an RF receiver. This will allow me to dim it, turn it off and on when it's on. So this way if it's too bright, I'll be able to make it less. I mean, it's pretty simple. It just goes in between the barrel port. You plug it in, and then the remote lets you make it lighter and darker. Again, this is a 12 volt LED strip, so you need a 12 volt RF transmitter. I'll put it in the link below. Basically, this will plug into there. Then it'll plug into my power. So my power supply, I actually made sure that I have enough wattage in my power supply, so I'm going to split it off my screen instead of my amp. And I'm going to test that out first to make sure there's no problems with it. So let me turn the power on. Hopefully this thing won't blow up. Whoa, that is brighter than bright. So that I can tell you, I am glad I bought this kit with the dimmer because this thing is extremely bright. Woo! Okay, I'm just waiting. My screen came up. The screen looks fine. Does not look like any problems. Wow, is that bright? Yeah, without a dimmer or an on-off switch, I'm sure this LED is gonna. I mean, this is blinded. Again, it's gonna be sealed in. It's gonna be behind the background, but this is some serious light. And the light's gonna be like this. But otherwise, screen looks good. Don't see an issue. Okay, so I opted to pull off the back bar where you have to drill a hole through to run the wire. I was going to drill it right on the set, but you know what's going to happen if you do it right on the set? You're probably going to mess up the machine. So I'm going to make a little hole here so I can run the wire through it, and then we'll let it back. It's only 3 screws. Okay, so I drilled that 5/8 hole here. I really did it nice and slow, but it worked perfect. So now I got a hole to run the wire through. Perfect. So I'm going to put it together. First I'll put this top piece in again. And what I'm going to do is put the Marquee in, and when I put the Marquee in, I'm just going to temporarily tap it in there. So, again, I got it resting right up on top of the plastic. I'm feeling for the hole, my hand turning it 1, 2. I'm going to turn this. Oh, just going to find the hole. This is the part I hate. Okay, so that's in. We're gonna tighten that up a little bit. I'm not gonna permanently tighten it down, but I'm gonna put it in enough to get it started so it doesn't go flying on me. Yeah. Get this side real quick. Again, don't want to over tighten them, but I just put them in enough that I can get this back together. I'm going to flip it around so you can see what I'm doing in the back. Okay, and then we're going to retest the light one more time just to see if we're happy with it. I'm going to test out where this light's actually going. So right now I'm putting it on the bottom. Where'd I put that remote? That looks really good, but I see that black if I put it there. So let's see what happens when we put it to the top. This time I got it pasted on the top, it's temporary on there. So it looks good. I don't know which way I like it better. I mean, again, with the light up there, you see it's darker here and it's lighter there. If I do that, that sort of solves the problem. that's overwashed. That looks good like that. That's 25%. I can go lower than that. That's why I'm glad I got a remote here. Because that light is super bright. Super bright. Gotta make a choice now. Don't know. I mean, definitely that way is killer. Oh, maybe that's the way it should go straight. Yeah. If you go straight on it, you don't get any. I'm going to take this. Let's see how that would look. And temporary, just pasting it on here. This would be. This barely fits there. The wire in the way, but I can go on like that. There, you don't get any darkness. And if I bring it down 25%. Oh yeah, that's the bomb. Yeah, that is the way to go. So that's how we're gonna mount it. We're gonna mount it on the back piece looking forward. We're going to mount it like this on the back facing forward because that seems to be the best way. So I'm going to put back that one beam that I took off here to drill the hole in, right? Again, it was definitely taking it off was the right thing to do, I'll tell you right now. Drilling it in the machine would have probably been a disaster. Okay, so again, these are just self-tapping screws also. Okay, I'm just not a fan of tapping screws for anything. But anyway, so you don't want to over tight them. I'm just going to put them down snug. That's it. 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's it. So that's back on. Got that piece back on. We got the top back on. The only other piece to put on is this. And again, so I'm going to be blocking a piece of this. It still hooks in. I tested it on the wall. But again, the light is, when you put it through on the bottom here and face it up, you're going to get a dark spot on the bottom. You put it on the top, you're going to get a dark spot on the top. If I put it directly facing through, it's bright, but again, I can dim it and I can set the thing, but I get full lit with no spots on either side. And that's what I actually prefer. So I'm splitting the power off this HDMI board. That's the VGA display that puts this up to the screen. Again, I bought a new power supply, making sure it was enough ampage with the LEDs plus the screen. Actually use ChatGPT to help me out and do all the math. So gonna put this in, gonna split it. So basically I'm gonna put one end in here. And I've already tested this so I know it works. And I'm gonna put my RF controller in here. Then from there, we're gonna connect our LED. So we're gonna run the wire down here. So, and then it's going to connect right here. And that's how that connects. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Again, I'm doing it like this. It's going to be lit up like this. It lights up the whole entire marquee. Again, because I can dim it and put it in any things, it works great. It's not over bright. You'd think it would be, but it's not. Again, putting it straight up, it works, but you get a dark spot at the bottom. If you go and put it here, it works, but you get a dark spot at the top. If you put it on this ledge, still same problem. I mean, I tried it a whole bunch of different ways, but if you put it here, it's basically the light's going up, you're gonna get a dark black line on the bottom. I don't want that. So I'm gonna do it here. I don't care what anybody else does, but that's how I'm doing it. So again, LED strip's gonna be on the back like this. Right? I'm doing it temporary right now because I'm gonna retest it just to make sure I'm happy with the light. Hooks fit through, no problem. I tested that already with the bar on there. So what we're going to do is we're temporarily, that can come off now, temporarily going to put it in place where it should go. It should is right there. I'm going to just throw a screw in there real quick so it doesn't go flying away. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the light out. and see if I'm happy with the way it looks, which I think I already am, but I'm going to test it again. So give it a second to come on. It's lit up. I'm going to try and bring it around here so you guys can see. So again, right now, and again, I'm sure the screen makes it look like it's just bright white. It really isn't just bright white. But again, I can lower that. I can lower it even more if I want. Oh, that's beautiful, right? So now it all flows evenly. It's lit up on the top, it's lit up on the bottom. The other way when you do it again, you're either gonna have a big black bar here or a big black bar there. But again, because you can dim it with this, that's exactly where I would set it. Again, 100%, it still looks great. It's bright though. I probably won't leave it at 100%. I'm probably gonna go with either 25% looks good, or a little bit lower. Just, I mean, again, because I can do this, I can tweak it so much. Oh God, that looks good. That actually looks, right there is about where I'm gonna leave it. So again, he did a super job on this. This is the Arcade Game Factory. Again, super happy with this. So, oh, it helps when you plug in the power. So, plug the power back in. Get it back in. So, first thing to just tell you, no light bleed, no light bleed, no light bleed. Awesome. Might get some light reflection back here off the wall because this is open and it's allowing light out. But honestly, I really don't care. This looks freaking phenomenal. I'll light it up even more. I like it lit. So, again, super happy with this. That guy, whoever's doing this, he killed it, man. He did a nice job. You know, I mean, if you want a lit up marquee, it's a nice little touch. Again, I wasn't going to do any more updates to this system, but I was like, you know, it looks nice. So again, definitely recommend that you get the remote. So again, you can turn this thing on and off just in case it bothers you. I mean, if I'm playing my light gun games, I don't think it's going to affect it. That was my main concern, is if the light gun has a problem with it, I want to be able to turn it off, so you can. Again, I can dim it. Otherwise, again, you'd be here at 100%, and 100%, I'm telling you, it still looks great. Okay, so you can see the light in the back. It comes out through the holes, which you don't see when it's hung up on the wall, but this top piece right here, you do get some light that comes out, and it will reflect on the wall. Is it a big deal? No. But you can go to Home Depot, get one of these little square sticks, which I did. And I'm going to paint this black. I'll show you when it's finished. But basically, I just went, put that there, and then there's no light bleed through the top. It's that simple. I mean, I don't even need to paint it black, but I'll do it just so it blends in. But again, you know, there's the light. There's the holes, plenty of room for the hooks to go in. That's the light bar. And again, I still think this is the best way to do it. Okay, so I painted the bar. And I just wanted to show you what it's going to look like when it's pressed in there. There we go. Nice, clean, looks like it's factory. Now there's no black light bleed at all through the top of the back. Like I said, that you pick that up at Home Depot, little stick, just cut it to the exact size, paint it, press it in. If you final look at how the back wiring went, I had a couple of these wire clips, so I used them here. So basically, I pasted the RF transmitter here. Again, the best part about the RF transmitter is its radio frequency, so it doesn't have to be direct line of sight, it just works. Again, little wire management there, came through the hole, put it here, across the top. There's my splitter, and we're good to go. Just gonna put the back on, gonna hang this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the wall, but it's complete. Okay, so you can see the game here, and I'm gonna turn it on. And there we go, so the Marquee lights right up. So the Marquee remembers where it was at, which is great. Yeah, I like it. It really looks good. And again, I said this is before brightness if I really wanted it fully bright. And again, the camera probably is overblowing this up, but it's really nice. I mean, jeez. And again, I'll play with it. It looks so good. It's unreal.